welcome to part 2 of our Bilbao adventure. After a fantastic first day filled with local craft beers and an incredible seafood feast, we woke up eager to continue on our journey, to see what else the city had to offer. Admiring the local street art and beautiful architecture along the way, we decided to start the day right with some local pastries. Join us as we discover Bilbao, a place we consider to be one of Spain's most underrated cities.
So today is our second day in Bilbao, and we just went to the bakery Confiarte to get one of the pastries of Bilbao, which is this one. It's called Carolina. It's a little pastry crust, miniature crust with custard, and then it has a meringue on top with some chocolate and egg yolk glazing. And the pastry chef in Bilbao, I think in 1930, came up with this, and he made it for his daughter, whose name was Carolina, and therefore that's the name. It's probably very sweet. I don't know how to eat this. Let's try it. It's not custard. I feel like it's kind of like really dense paste that's in there. It doesn't really taste like too much. And the meringue is kind of like marshmallow. In Germany we have those foam kisses, and that's kind of the inside.
So now we're going to eat the Torrija, which is the same thing that we had in Zaragoza the first time, but this one looks a lot better than that. It's so soft and gooey. It almost looks like pudding inside, which is strange because I thought it was bread, but this one's much better than the other one. Super sweet though. It's got all this granulated sugar on top. You should definitely try this one because I think you'll like it better than the other one, just like you thought you would. It's good.
So now we're at the Ribera Market, which I think is Basque, so maybe I butchered this, but it's the market hall and apparently there's a lot of food. These are like similar prices than Pintxo bars. Normally my market halls are always overpriced, but maybe not this one.
So we're inside Bilbao Central Market by the river, and we decided to get a couple more pintxos. And surprisingly, they're all very, very cheap here. Not like any other market that we've ever been anywhere in Spain, really. Each one of these was only, I think, what, €2? This one was a little bit more, it was $2.20. And the vermouth was $3.50, so pretty good prices. Yeah. I'm just gonna try one of these right now. So this one, what, is a quail egg with Maman and those fake little baby eels. The real baby eels are super expensive, so they usually... Oh, mushroom? Is this... Where's the mushroom? Okay, well, somewhere. I'm gonna try it.
So I'm gonna try this pintxo. It has ham, brie cheese, and an anchovy on top, and a very like sweet-looking sauce. I don't know if it's soy sauce or who knows.
Balsamic, maybe?
Balsamic, yeah. But I'm expecting it to be sweet. Well, it's delicious. Especially the sauce on top is very salty, but it makes the anchovy taste really like strong. It's very good. So we really like the fieldas in San Sebastian, so we got a few. This one is one with marinated anchovy. So There's no pitch this time. Yeah, I like this one. I really like pickled herring and stuff, and I feel like this fish is more like pickled. It's really like a good break between like creamy pintxos, like the other sandwiches we had. Delicious.
So we have our final two dishes here. Before I came back to the table, I had Anya guessing how much these cost. And she guessed 10, she guessed 16. I kept telling her lower and lower, and she guessed 9. Both of these together were only 6 euros, so 3 euros each, and they are massive. Those little pintxos that we had before were 2 euros each, so only €1 each for more of these. It's crazy. So this one is pollo con queso, basically. It's just like a cheese sauce on top of some fried chicken. And then we have this cerdo de whiskey or something. I don't know. It's basically whiskey pork. I don't know. I'm not good with Spanish at all, obviously. So this looks like basically like chicken tenders with cheese. So I'm pretty sure we know what this probably tastes like. That's delicious. It is what you think it is. Cheese sauce with fried chicken.
Is it like natural cheese sauce?
Yeah. It tastes like a bechamel. So it tastes like a real cheese sauce. It's a little bit cold though. She microwaved everything because they were kind of just sitting there. So this one has, I think, mashed potato in the bottom and then whiskey pork. It's pretty sweet actually. Kind of tastes like the pork we used to get at Smokes Poutine. The pulled pork. It's got like a little bit of a barbecue sauce on it. I don't really necessarily taste whiskey, but it's delicious.
So we just got out of the market and we finished all of our food. It was way better than we both expected, and it was so cheap. For the both of us, it was only 23 euros for food and drinks. So pretty good.
Yeah, I feel like it's very unusual for market halls in cities. Normally they're very overpriced. You can barely get like one item for 10 bucks in Madrid, I think it's a market hall. Yeah, and everything was good quality. So it was a success.
So we're just walking around the river right now, and my God, the city is so freaking beautiful. Like the architecture, every random building essentially that we walk past is incredible. I think we just walked past the theater, even just the normal houses by the river. They look a little bit worn and run down, but also there's this charm to them, and there's just a charm to this whole city in general.
Yeah, especially right now, it's kind of rainy, and it does make it feel like more medieval. I don't know, it's beautiful. It's not what we expected from Bilbao at all.
No.
I think if you don't really like hot weather, like we don't really, which is kind of ironic or funny because we are currently living in Valencia. Yeah, if you want to come to Spain and you don't really like the hot weather, the north is actually not that hot. Right now it's actually fall weather. It is fall at the moment, and in the summer I read that the high temperatures on average are like 25 degrees. I'm sure it gets way hotter, but I think here the weather is a lot more like 4 seasons. Maybe not like super crazy winter, but yeah, if you want to come to Spain and you don't like hot weather, I recommend Bilbao.
Agreed.
And other places in the north, I really would like to see other places like Santander, and so far we've only seen 2, but come here. So at the Guggenheim Museum, which is I think one of the most well-known places in Bilbao, it's like on every photo. It's a museum designed by Frank Gehry, which I think is Canadian and American. And yeah, it's a contemporary art museum. All the art is apparently from the 20th century, which is not really our thing. We're not going to go inside. We also don't have the money because we spend it all on food, which is way more exciting. It looks really cool, and it's supposed to be cool inside, so if you like contemporary art, go check it out.
That. totally almost wiped out there. And this is the famous statue of anal beads known here at the Guggenheim.
It's like a bunch of porn stars do their beads together in a pie.
I'm pretty sure that's the artistic name.
That's what they were planning. So we're at the Maman or Maman, I don't know, the architect's called Bourgeois,
Bourgeois?
I believe, if she's French. Yeah, and it's a spider and it even has little eggs in there, and it's made out of marble, stainless steel and bronze.
Yeah, it's definitely the coolest statue that I've seen in the city.
It's one of the biggest ones
Yeah,
apparently
it's
that are like spiders.
Yeah, it's definitely iconic. So I think it's pretty
cool.
sweet.
Looks like in Harry Potter, like it's going to start walking.
Gonna attack.
If you don't like spiders, then maybe you shouldn't come here. I don't know.
Yeah, just run and jump in the river.
I don't know. People are weird. Maybe they're gonna be scared. Funicular, which has existed since 1915, so over 100 years. It costs $4.30 for a return. And up there you can apparently see super nice views and basically some restaurants up there, I think. And you can go for nice walks. So hopefully it's not going to rain, because the sky is pretty black right now. At the top there's a park here and the views are beautiful.
Just take a look at that. You can see the mountains in the background, the city. Looks really nice from us here.
And we're still lucky there's no rain.
And it's a beautiful day today. It's so nice. All the leaves are changing everywhere. They're falling. You've got this nice breeze up here. It's actually pretty chilly, which I wasn't really expecting when we came here. It's still been in the 20s in Valencia, but here it's been more like, I don't know, as you said, like 15 to 20 at the most.
Yeah, it's so nice, like after a summer of hell, kind of, to be somewhere where you're not sweating and it's just like
okay,
fall
I'm still
weather.
sweating, but
but it's just so nice to just walk around and not melt in the sun.
Yeah.
Because we're just not made for that.
no, it's been amazing. Now we're gonna enjoy this view up here and then probably go back home, take a break. So we're back at our hotel after a long day of exploring. We're gonna stay here for a little bit and unwind. We've got a couple Basque beers here by La Salve. And we also bought some Basque cider, which I'm going to attempt to pour the traditional way. Let's see how that works out. So now I'm going to attempt to pour this cider. Apparently when you pour it, you're supposed to put it almost to your knee length up past your head, because the cider itself is flat. It doesn't have any kind of carbonation. And it's supposed to become aerated from the distance at which you lift it. But of course, I'm here in the shower attempting to do it, because otherwise I'm sure I'll spill it all over myself and get it all over the floor. And I think a lot of the ones that they serve, that they have in the restaurants, come with a little spout on the top, which is supposed to help with this process. So since I don't have one, I'm sure it will be a complete disaster. Okay, I'm scared.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I don't think they'll hire you.
Does have bubbles now.
So while we're still resting in the hotel room because we're super tired, we're actually going to eat the two desserts that we bought earlier. We got a Basque cake here, which apparently has some custard inside, or cream. In France, apparently it comes with jam, cherry jam as well, but I have no idea what's in here. And then we have another one that's apple. So I'm going to try this apple one first. And they're from Basque Country. I don't got much apple, but it tastes quite soft. moist. It tastes like a homemade apple pie that your mom made. I don't know, maybe my
Who's
mom?
mom?
My mom. It tastes kind of, there's nuts in there, I think. There's some crunchy bits, like almonds or something. It's a bit burned on the sides, so that's why it kind of tastes homemade. maybe that means my mom makes bad pies. I don't know.
So now I just gave this a try, and it's very weird. It's definitely not a pie. Like, there's nothing inside, but to me, it's delicious. It tastes like, I don't know, like a sugar cookie or a shortbread cookie, except it's really soft. It doesn't have that dry biscuity texture. But that's the kind of flavor that I get from it. Definitely not pie, and it definitely does not seem like it's filled with anything, but I think it's amazing, actually. So it's no wonder that dessert that I liked tastes like a shortbread kind of thing, because it's actually a cake. It's not a pie. It may look like a pie because it's in a pie-shaped kind of container, but it is a cake. So it tastes more like, as you said, a pound cake or something like that, or some kind of sugar cookie or something like that, but definitely not pie. So that makes sense. It tastes more like a cake. So we're at our last location, El Globo, and we're trying 6 different pintxos, but the most famous one here is called Chingoro, which is like spider crab, I guess, and it's mixed with tomato and onion and all these other things, but we got the pintxo form, so it's on a little toasted piece of bread. It's usually actually served within the crab shell, I think, but I'm gonna try it. So I could be wrong, but I feel like the meat maybe is mixed with some of the crab insides as well, because it doesn't really have that sweet crab meat flavor. It has a lot else going on there as well. I haven't had spider crab very much anyway, so these other ones look really delicious too. I don't know, but maybe you should try one now instead.
So I'm gonna try this one. It's apparently potato and I don't know, granite. It might be truffle or something. Yeah, I think it's definitely truffle. It's delicious. It's like a really thick layer of like mushroom and cream and then potato, but the potato is still a bit chunky. So yeah, this is delicious. And the bread's really crispy in comparison to other bars we've been to where it was more like fresh. This one's toasted. Delicious. So I tried this like dough ball and we thought it was similar to the Torrija from before. I bit into it. It's actually an artichoke inside, which is delicious. I love artichokes, and in Spain generally they eat a lot of like artichoke hearts. And yeah, this is so good. The one with the crab.
Smoky, so smoky.
What is in it?
It looks like blood sausage or whatever, but then it's got like coated with nuts, and it has this smoky taste to it, like really like strong smoke flavor. Well, we're gonna finish up the rest of these now. It's super busy in here, so we didn't want to take up too much time because people are trying to get in. So let's finish these up and go home. So we finished up at El Globo and are now home after a 20-minute walk. We were absolutely exhausted after and full after.
Ate too much.
Yeah, we as always we always eat too much, but after what 4 days of eating and drinking, walking around 15,000 to 20,000 steps a day, which is 5 times what I normally walk in a day, we were absolutely wiped.
And tomorrow we're gonna take a flight to Valencia, and the flight was only €9 per person. To everyone who thinks traveling is so expensive, you can travel, especially if you live in Europe, you can travel really cheaply. For example, this hotel for 2 nights was only 57 per person. The flight to Valencia is only €9. And when it comes to food, here in, at least in the north of Spain, we, apart from one time, but mostly for lunches and stuff, and even for the dinner tonight, we spent like €13 per person, including drinks, and you can travel on a budget.
Yeah, if you want to eat cheaply here, you can definitely do it. Even in San Sebastian, which is known for all these Michelin restaurants and expensive food, there's plenty of cheap options if you look for it. You don't even have to look for it. Pretty much everywhere we went was affordable. So
And it's not bad food. It's amazing food. Some of the best we've had in Spain. Definitely the best we've had in Spain. So,
And Bilbao and the north in general has definitely exceeded our expectations. So you should definitely come here. Don't just go to Madrid. Don't just go to Barcelona. Come to the north as well, because it might surprise you. It's really nice. It's really pretty, and it's different.
yeah, certainly surprised us. But for now, that is it for this adventure. We are going to bed. We got an early flight now.
Good night.
Good night.
Adios.
Adios. See you next time. Bye.